Today I'm going to talk about all that I said in my previous videos in the form of compilation of all that I said. It's all about how to search for schools abroad, specifically the United States of America. So, the first thing I always want to encourage people to have in mind is to think about scholarships. So, you need to look for scholarships first before you start even your application, because it is very important that you get some kind of alternative of paying your fees while studying abroad, because studying abroad, specifically the United States of America, is not going to be easy for you while studying at the same time paying your fees. So if you have a scholarship, it will be good for you to have a peace of mind in studying, and then at the same time doing some one or two things for your fees to be catered for. So we have three types of scholarships that you need to think of. So the first thing is the first scholarship is the merit-based scholarship. So the merit-based scholarship is a scholarship that normally the schools, almost every school gives merit-based scholarship. Not every school, but almost every school gives merit-based scholarship. But this type of scholarship is very, very small or meager as compared to the cost of attendance that you will be having as a student in a particular school. So the merit-based scholarship, sometimes it ranges from $500 up to what, maybe $7,000 to $10,000, depending on your cost of attendance. Some merit-based scholarship goes as high as $15,000, but when you look at the cost of attendance, you may be having a cost of attendance of almost 50 to 60,000 dollars. Do you get it? Alfonso Morris, you are asking what part of your culture do you like the most? Yeah, I like the unity aspect. That is the way we show love, concern, kindness to one another. That's the best part of my culture. We love one another. We show love to one another. So that is what I love. That is just, by the way, Alfonso Morris. So let's continue with what I was saying. So after the merit-based scholarship, you have another merit-based scholarship, which is you have another type of scholarship, which is um, TA, that is teaching assistant. Okay, so teaching assistant scholarship. So with the teaching assistant scholarship, what you do is you help your lecturers, your professors, in doing some of their activities like marking, teaching the undergrads, and even doing some chores, recording, and the rest. And then you get paid as you do those things. So with that, the payment that you be getting whilst in school will be used in paying your fees. So instead of you looking for money to pay your fees, you have the TA as scholarship, where you will be paying your fees with your the work you are doing or helping the professor. Then the third type of scholarship is the GRA, the Graduate Research Assistant. So with the Graduate Research Assistant, is very, very good because, hi JC Lee, thanks for joining. Okay, so for the benefits of JC Lee, who is just joining, I am educating people on how to apply for schools abroad, specifically the United States of America. So if you are interested, you can leave your or you can pay attention to what I have for you guys to learn from. Okay, so I was just talking about the GRA. So with the GRA, that is the Graduate Research Assistant. So what you do is You help your professors in doing their research work. You help them in doing the research. So what happens is a company like a pharmaceutical industry or company can just contract a school to conduct a search for it on its behalf. So that money that will be given for that particular research will now be shared to the students that will be admitted to come and help the professors in their what research. So that is the type of money we call GRA. So it is also in form of what scholarship. Now this GRA scholarship, it almost covers everything of yours. Sometimes you get your tuition covered, you get your accommodation covered, and even get a monthly stipend. So after taking care of your fees, your accommodation, and the rest, you still be getting some kind of money or incentives at the end of the month to get yourself going. So that is the GRA. So the TA also can cover your accommodation and also get some monthly stipend. It all depends on from school to school. It varies from school to school. So that is with merit-based scholarship, teaching assistant, and GRA. Now these are all monies that you'll be given for free. You don't need to pay back. Then aside that, we also have loans and grants. Loans and grants. So with loans, you are at liberty, or you have the what the opportunity to apply for loans whilst in school, in order for you to use that monies to pay for your fees and accommodation. Now we have institutions or private institutions that give loans to international students to come to school abroad, specifically the United States. You can equally get these loans in almost every if you are going to school maybe in Canada, in UK, you can get them. So these type of institutions that offer loan is we have the 8-bit loan, Prodigy loans, and the rest. We have them a lot. So if you want to apply for loans before you go to school abroad, you can equally do that. Now this type of loan, it is set aside to pay your fees, but you'll be paying it whilst in school, or sometimes you pay it after school, depending on the contract you go with the loan facility. So that is how you also pay your fees while studying in the United States of America or abroad. Then we also have grants. So these type of these monies are monies given by companies that maybe an institution has some sort of I mean uh, shares in that particular school. They give these monies. So with grant, it comes once a while. It's not always. So that is with grant. So after you've understood all of this, then you now head over to look for what documents that you need to apply for schools abroad. So with some of the documents that you need, some of the documents are very important that you need them before you even start, and some also you need them whilst in the process, and others too you need them after you are admitted. So I'm going to go through these documents that you need before you start your school search and even applying to any school in the US. So with the first document, which is the most important document in this journey, is your passport. So you need to have a passport before you start this school search, or even applying to schools abroad. So you need your passport, your traveling passport. So at least the passport should have a minimum of the duration you are going to spend in the United States. So if you are going for a master's, then it means your passport should be at least 2 or more years to its expiry. If you are going for a bachelor's degree, which is 4 years, it should be 4 years and above to its expiry. So that is with what? With the passport. Then the second thing is what? Your school certificate. your school certificate. So if you are going to apply for a bachelor's degree, it means you need your senior high school certificate in order to apply for a degree. Yeah, to apply for a degree to any of the universities in the United States of America. So after you've gotten your certificates, that is your school leaving certificate, that is with a degree, or if you are going in for a master's, then you need your bachelor's degree, your 4-year bachelor's degree. With the United States, it requires 4-year bachelor's degree. So if you are having maybe an associate degree, which is 2 years or 3 years in some countries, you will not be eligible to apply for master's degree in the United States unless maybe you evaluate your transcript. So this evaluation, we are going to talk about it along the line. So unless you evaluate your certificate or your transcript to match the scoring of what or GPAs of the United States of America, if it matches and it matches the 4-year bachelor's degree of United States, then you can apply for your master's. So that is with what? With the certificate. Then we now move on to talk about the transcript. So a transcript is a document that shows your scores whilst in school. That is when you were in the senior high secondary school or when you were in the university. So it shows your scores and also your GPA. That is your GPA. So that is what the transcript is about. So you need your transcript before you apply to a school in the United States of America. Then after getting your transcript ready, then you now head over to look for letter of intent. So if you are going in for a master's, you need to start preparing for letter of intent, that is SOPs, statement of purpose. So depending on the program you are applying for to that particular school, you need to write a letter that shows some few questions. You are going to answer some few questions in that letter. So the first question you are going to talk about is why United States of America? Why do you want to study in the United States of America? The second question you are going to talk about in your letter is why the school you are applying to. Why are you applying to that particular school? Then the next question you are going to talk about in your letter is why the program. Why are you applying to that particular program? What prompted you? What is making you or pushing you? Your motivation. What is motivating you to learn this particular program? You need to talk about that as well. Then the next thing is what? You need to also talk about your future aspirations. What this program will do for you. What the program will do for you after completion. So you need to also talk about that in your what? Statement of purpose. Then above all, and you can add any type, any motivation, any changes that program will bring to you and the country you are coming from. So assuming you are coming from Ghana, where I am from, I will talk about Ghana and what I am intending to change after completion of this program. So I will talk about what I will be doing back in my home country after completion. So that is what your statement of purpose or letter of intent. That is what you have to talk about. Then also we move on to CV, academic CV, curriculum vitae. So with academic CV, this is a CV that you have to what? List all your educational journey. You need to list all your educational journey, your work experience, whatever you did within your educational journey. So that is what you have to include in your CV. That is with the CV. So if you have any extra certificates, anything about your education, that is what you include in what? An academic CV. Then you also move on to talk about English proficiency test. So with this, you have numerous or various ways of getting an English proficiency. So if you are from a country that speaks English, or the native language in that particular country is English, then you don't need this test. But it depends on the school. So if the school is requiring a test score, then whether you are from an English speaking country or not, you need a test score. So what are some of these test scores? We have the IELTS, we have the SAT, we have the ACT, and the rest. They are there a lot. So that is with what? The English proficiency test. Then we also have the English proficiency letter, where a school also wants to see a letter from your institution, your previous institution, telling them that indeed you took all your academic activities or work in English, and therefore you can translate any form, or you can learn or take your studies in English. So you need a proficiency, English proficiency letter. Then again, we also have some schools that waive this particular English proficiency test. As I said earlier, if you are from an English speaking country, then you don't need any of these tests or English proficiency letters. So they waive the English proficiency letters or test for you. You don't need it in your application. Then the next thing I am also going to talk about is the application fees. Now, with schools abroad or in the United States of America, we have a lot of schools, over 4,000 universities in the United States of America. So what you will do is what? If you have, maybe if you have the means, then you can apply to schools that, I mean, accept or require application fees. But if you don't have the means, then you can apply for schools with what? With free or no application fees, because we have them there. You can apply to schools with no application fee, and you'll be admitted. And you'll be amazed, you apply to a school with application fee and you will not still be admitted. But what I advise is, I normally advise people to always what? To always apply to both. You try the ones without application fee and the ones with the application fee. So if you are still on this channel, I'm sure you are learning something that I'm sharing here. So please, you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and get more of this content as I always bring to you. Thank you. Now let's move on. We are still on the English proficiency test. So if you are able to get all these things done, then you are good to go. Now with the application fee, I always advise people to what? To apply to schools with application fee and without application fee. Why do I say so? With the application fee, you have a higher probability of being admitted. Why? Because most people wouldn't go in or wouldn't pay monies to apply to such schools. But if you apply to schools without application fee, you could see that there are 1,001 people that will troop into that school and apply. So the chances of you being admitted will be very slim, especially if you don't have a good GPA or a good academic records. You may not be eligible for that particular admission. So I encourage people to do both, so that you stand the chances in both angles. Then we now head over to talk about cold emails. So when we say cold emails, they are emails that you normally write to admission counselors, program coordinators, professors, and any faculty that you want to what? You want to go and then study. So cold emails do major magic of what? Waiving application fees, even seeking for information, and also getting scholarships. So you can write cold emails to program coordinators, admission counselors, to waive application fees for you. If you are able to construct a beautiful email to a program coordinator, to an admission counselor, you'll be amazed the application fee for a school will be waived for you. Again, you can write cold emails to professors, to admission counselors, seeking for what? Clarification. Maybe you are applying to a school and you are not getting it, or you are not understanding the steps of going about it. You can do cold emails to ask questions. Also, you can ask questions, or ask maybe some clarifications to a particular scholarship that you want to apply to. And some of the scholarships are not being displayed on the school's website. So you can use this cold email to ask professors, admission counselors, in order for you to what? To be aware of what? Any other scholarship that is available but not on the what? School's website. So this is what the cold email, this is the magic of what? The cold email. So you do well, and then what? Try as much as possible to write cold emails to these people or group of people that I just mentioned: professors, admission counselors, program coordinators, and the rest. So that is that with cold email. Then also we move on to talk about um, bank statement. Bank statement. So with this bank statement, it does two things at a time. So with the bank statement, it helps you get your I-20, that is to show proof of funds. It shows that you will be able to pay, or you'll be able to take care of yourself whilst in school. And then also you have the means of what? Staying in the United States of America. So that is what the bank statement does. Then also the bank statement helps you at the interview. So after you've been given admission, you've been given your I-20, then you are going to use this same bank statement to go for your interview. Why? Because it is the visa officer that has the final say over you before you can move or relocate to the United States. You can get the admission, you can get the scholarship, you can get intact. But if the visa officer says, I'm sorry, those I am sorry, these three words are very heartbroken. They will break your heart. So please get a good bank statement for yourself. Now, what I normally advise people to do is, with a bank statement, if you want a bank statement and you know you have the means, but you don't have the money as and when you are about to apply to this school, all you need to do is to first of all tell yourself, maybe I want to go to school during fall, or during spring, or summer. Now, with spring normally begins from January to February, January and February. Then with summer is April, May. Then with fall is August, July, August, July, August. So these are the intakes in the United States of America. So if you want to maybe apply and go to school during spring, for instance, we are now in August, heading into September. You can start saving some monies in your bank account to show some level of financial status, so that before you go for your interview, you now print that bank statement, and then go with it to your visa interview. But if you don't have the means, then you need to start arranging with people, or someone that can take care of you, or someone that can provide the bank statement for you, in order to use it to get your I-20 and also to go for your visa interview. So these are the documents that you need in order to apply or to start applying for schools or universities in the United States of America. So today I've spoken a lot, and I've spoken about documents that you need before you start applying to the United States of America. I've also talked about the types of scholarships that we have in the United States of America, which you need to consider before applying to a school abroad. So these are the things that I have for you for today. Tomorrow I will come back same time to talk about some particular ways of searching for a school in the United States of America. So we have the AIs, that is the Chat GPT, whereby you can ask it any question concerning a school, or we have a particular website or platform where you can go and then read a lot more about what a school in the United States of America. So this particular platform is called College Navigator. So this is where I'll end my live. If you are still on this platform and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it to other people, your friends, your families, to learn from this video. It is very valuable, provided you want to what, travel to the United States of America to study or to work. You get it? So you can study at the same time work in the United States of America. Now, this is an information that I'm giving you which is very, very expensive. This is an expensive information. If you are able to follow step by step of what I have just said, I bet you can do this on your own. But if you are not able to follow these steps and you still want to go, then it means you have to look for someone to do it for you, which they will charge you huge sums of what, money. But I am also available. If you want to do this thing and you can't do it by yourself, I am always available. But you know, because I'm going to spend some time doing it for you, I'm going to spend my time, my energy, and the rest. I am going to charge you a token, and then I'll do everything for you, from school search, school application, and then even look for a scholarship for you, and then also to the interview. So I am going to give you coaching on your visa interviews when you are ready to go for what, interviews. I will be writing cold emails for you, statement of intent. I can also help you or assist you in doing your evaluation, evaluating your transcripts, and all that. So this is what I have for you today. If you are still on this channel, please hit the like and then subscribe to the channel. Share this video for your families and friends to learn from this. I am Lukman Suleimana from Ghana, and I'm ready or here to help you achieve your dream of traveling and relocating to the United States of America to study and work. Thank you for joining me, and I will be grateful and glad that you inform others to join this channel same time tomorrow to discuss further about studying and relocating to the United States of America. See you tomorrow. I should have shared it when I was done.